Thinking about this last night for some reason while I was going to bed. Let's see what we can cook today. That's too far. We're gonna go for this tile then. Wipe. I think this is a good tile, and that'll drag it. Plan is to put white dins. I'm using it on Kephri, basically to hit multiple overlords and swarms, essentially. So that's a perfect tile, guys. We'll keep that remembered. So how do I want to do this? So I think I proc, swap to my dins, swap to the shadow, and then I'll chin, and then I will dins. I think that's the way to do it. Yo, how's it going, Freddy? Oh, my bad. I didn't even check the volume. No, pretty sure I left it too loud. I just left the volumes based on when I started. I was off stream. Okay, so actually don't need to go for that one. These two I should dins, okay. Gotta turn it down, right? So I think that was a good tile. I can chin there into a dins. I think that's a good way to start. I'm gonna resummon my thrall because I don't want it to fuck me over. Died. Warming up? No, I'm just cooking. We're cooking for now. Testing a few things out. My prayer potion, bruh. I wonder if I can do it with just chins, pretty much. Didn't mean to Fang there. Okay. What is the goal? So if I drag it there, I could drag it one closer, which wouldn't really hurt. Or one further away, doesn't matter. How do I want to do this? I want to ideally chin both the ranger and the melee. Using the shrine order? Yeah, that's right. That was a better one to go for right there. Would you recommend for an upgrade needing both with Fang? Yeah. Ancestral, then that was fine. If you want a main hand, DCB is pretty good too. So it would be Masori and DCB, but it depends. I think Shadow's probably better to save up for. DCB is like a third of the cost, so it's up to you. Not too big of a difference, especially solo. Not too much of a difference between solos and ZCB and Void Waker and solos. All right, let's try a Nodin's one. What this is gonna look like. Ooh, if I waited a tick right there, I would hit that too. Wonder what's a good tile to stop on. I think. Like, I didn't even touch. Isn't that sick? I didn't even touch that ranger, and it just died to chins. Now, that's not gonna happen in a real run. Like, how much HP does this guy have? Insane, but is he super loud? I wonder what's up with my volumes today. I wonder if I accidentally fucked with it. Why start Baba Room? You do B, K, A, Z because B and K are both melee runes. And melee rooms put you at 118 with super combats. Whereas when you're doing Akka and Zebak, salts matter quite a bit. Because you're going from 112 boosts to 125, pretty much. Alright, that was a decent test. Now I gotta see where I should drag the ranger. Skip that one. Should have gone for that one over there. Alright. I'm killing. I one-shot the melee in entry mode, so I guess I'll just not shoot it. I'll use an accursed sceptre to shoot it. I need to be able to chin it a little bit too. That'd be ideal. Or I guess I could chin the first one and dins the second one, right? Wouldn't be that bad of an idea. We're using a accursed sceptre for the test. Yes. I'm like hitting the ranger, right? Good, I guess. How can I improve on this? It's hard to tell because I keep one-shotting the melee no matter what I do. Entry mode tests are hard. I think that's a good start. Always chinning the range so you can kind of get like a head start on it. Really nice. Really nice. Because you don't really need chins. This is not chins. You don't really need dins for this method. It is really good for the melee. Am I testing? I'm testing how well I can utilize. If I can swarm on a more overlords raid while hitting the overlords itself. Now how to incorporate dins into it. I already know how to use dins a bit, but I want to see if I'm combining both methods. How far can I make? How efficient can I make this? I want to proc, run here. And that. And that. Never miss the timing of that one. And then here, you know, skip, so I think it's best to use chins. I think we could just wing it at 525 now. See how it goes. Chill here. I think that's an okay test. I spent 60 chins on these tests, man. 180k. I think we just wing it at 525. Let's do a... This one's with overlords. Yeah. So let's keep the normal setup as is. So that's if I drag the ranger. I could alternatively drag the meleeer and I can kind of do like two with a Fang hit on it, I guess. Because the melee is the threatening one, not the ranger. The ranger is very non-threatening. So I'm kind of just chinning the ranger to get DPS off. But I think it's best if I chin the melee no matter what. So yeah, I guess we'll just 525 ball it. That's their problem. They should have thought about it. To chin their cows. I think we'll use Dins in the beginning. And we'll start chinning once we double chin. Crashing cowpin. Just roll up with like 5 cannons. One shot her right there. I've never seen this guy not hit me on this first try. Some shit, man. Only 5 chins left. Maybe I should have brought more. Very ouchy. It is possible to die at 31. I should probably drop the ego. Instantly 22's me. How's it going, Brink? How's it going, Bossman? .402, very slow. But my scepter didn't miss. So let's do 9972. And let's see, let's get all our cooks ready. Skip sounds loud. Or else did the dins tech useful? That's the neat part. It isn't. It's only good in one room. That's the neat part. It isn't. Yeah, that's starting music. Messed up bad. I'm out of chins, bruh. Whatever. Messed up. Probably gonna be like 300 plus HP. Am I gonna test the Soul Reaper axe? I imagine it'll be good in... Why is he in the cage? Sir, get out of the cage. How's it going, Noah? Some towers. hits. We'll do 1 hit into a Dins. Got my ass ranged. Only 2 though. Very generous. Not a very good Kephri on my side. If I say so myself. Bell clickers. That's what they say these days. Jesus, my HP. We definitely reach agile cap. The question is, do these agiles know that they've already entered my range? Look at the secret technique to gain HP. They think they're out of range, the losers. Important to the combat task for thralls, not important at all. Fools. Thought they exited my range. Oh yeah, I got DC'd. Jagex heard me complaining. They couldn't handle it. The criticism. It's a slow Kephri. Yeah. I messed up a lot. I didn't get my swarm off. I only have 5 chins also, which is a lesson learned. Bring more chins. Smashing. Let's see if I do this right. This way. Needs to get faster at that. Skill issue. E7 was entry. Always gotta go faster. You smell what I'm cooking. You do not want to smell what I'm cooking. I just messed it up. A lot of misses in a row. Good transition. Probably not the greatest idea to get meleeed for it, but brain froze. I was like, how do I run this again? Butterfly with China? No. Really bad, fortunately. Dude, if I had better reaction times. The reason you don't want a butterfly with a trident, by the way, is because your mage DPS is really bad. So you don't really want to sit in that kind of phase for a long time. That makes sense. No, it's Shadow or Bust, because, yeah, that's pretty much it. Shadow's the only mage weapon where you're gonna end up having more DPS than your melee or ranged. Oh, it smited my prayer a little bit. Mia. Yeah, of course. Missing ping is every time you get hit, you get that question mark. That's the one. No, I wouldn't really get a Sang staff personally. It's okay, but it's not that great. It is technically as good as Ancestral, but the thing is, it'd probably be better just to get Ancestral because it also goes toward your Shadow. When you eventually save up for that. Void Waker is a much bigger time save anyway. I would say, don't worry about the Sang staff. Yeah, Void Waker and Ancestral Piece would be good. I mean, I might be wrong, and like DT2 saying is like actually good. But, you know, I don't want to think in hindsight. No, Sang actually has plus magic on it, and it actually does more damage by like +1. But it's not a huge upgrade because the heal doesn't usually proc, to be honest. It's mostly just for the max hit, and I think it has like +5 over Trident actually, something pretty small. But that one max hit technically makes it like as good as an Ancestral Piece. Yeah, it's like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6, but it also procs on zeros, so it's hard to check. Oops, no one saw that. And it can only heal you with a 2 or higher because rounding. Gotta have the OG OSTs, of course. We only play classics around here. How's it going, Gauntless? Thank you for dropping by. Pretty sure I'll kill it before I run out of 20 prayer, but just up a dose. Runeline client size. Right now it is 1050 by 731. That is what it is right now. Do I change it often? Yeah, just depending on mood. But not by much. Usually by less than 10%. Someone did the math. Yeah. It's okay, Kyle, because we have funny SGS. Worth its price tag? Yeah, more than worth its price tag, but so depends if you're like the kind of player that cares about keeping stuff or if it goes down in their bank. Well, I do have 100 after 100 perps. Probably move the goalpost to 1,000 kills, extra kills, and then post on Reddit and say I hate the raid. Be great. You'd figure someone who's like gonna make 10 bill from the raid is gonna like the raid. No. In fact, I'm gonna complain. I put a lot of feedback into it. I feel like none of it has ever been received. Jack hasn't done anything, wasted the invocation system, which was very innovative, by the way, but it was an innovative system without no innovatives. So, my good old daily ToA rant. Good old warden nap, take a little break. Intermission. They just need to make the invocations actually fun, in my opinion. I thought of a really funny team invocation for Baba. So you know how like medic is like impossible to take in solo unless you want to troll or do like one of those like 600 raids or whatever. It's like really ace to do. Now I was thinking about one for Baba that's like semi ace to do, but very clippable in your like a free-for-all. So I want Baba to basically point at a random player in the room. Then after she does that, she won't do any melee attacks for like 3 seconds. Okay, so that's less chip damage, right? And then she will take 50% less melee damage, have lower defensive stats, and take more ranged and mage damage for a little bit. Now here's the catch. If you don't meet a certain damage threshold, whoever is marked, she's gonna knock them against the wall and hit them until they die. So a solo player needs to have like a Void Waker to bypass it, or ZCB spec. Team players can, you know, just like obviously switch to like mage and range and hit Baba. And she'll melee them like really slowly until they die. But they just, when they're knocked, they're just stunned to death. And it'll be really clippable because you could just watch someone get slowly beat down in a team. Yeah, just like a slow beat down against the wall, like pah, 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 slowly. Obviously, like most people wouldn't take that in a solo, but it'd be a perfect team invocation. It'd be really funny. It's like, all right, so if you don't help me right now, I'm gonna get beat to death. Please help. But the damage wouldn't be like, the threshold wouldn't be like very unforgiving, like you need a ZCB or a Void Waker. Ideally, the idea is that like you can actually get more damage off by taking that invocation. And you would take less chip damage, but people now have to swap and stuff. But I don't think I would take that invocation seriously. I just like to, I just would like more invocations like that are like funny and like yeah. See someone you don't like get marked free for all world, you're like, oh man, that's crazy, and then you just don't hit pop. You just see them getting stunned, getting beat up. But I got the inspiration for that idea because I was watching some Final Fantasy X streams. And there's a monster that points at who they're about to mess up, you know? It's really funny. They like point at the guy, and then they start giving him the juice. And I was like, what if Baba did that? And then I had a second idea, which is also funny. She'll spawn a ranger or a major or a meleeer, and you have to combat triangle it. And if you don't combat triangle it within the next 5 seconds, like you'll have 100% accuracy and everything. And like max hits and all that stuff. Like you'll always hit your max hit. But if you don't combat triangle and you leave it alone, I don't know, it could be even shorter, it could be like 3 seconds. But if you don't kill it, Baba will grab the baboon and toss it at you, and it'll explode, dealing that kind of damage. So if you don't kill like the ranger, she'll throw it at you and it'll do range damage. And you can pray against it, but the thing is, if you have to pray against it, you can't pray melee. Or you can pray it melee baboon, I guess. I just want an incentive to switch your prayers in that room. And also, it would be funny if she threw a whole baboon at you. Like the barrels. Like, I feel like praying melee in that room is all you do, and is really boring. I feel like there should be some incentive to pray, like, range or whatever, somewhere. I was gonna call the invocation greater good, because she just sacrifices a baboon to try to kill you. Or like she'll just like spill bananas everywhere, and instead of doing a shadow slam, she'll do a map wide smoke slam instead. That doesn't do damage, but makes it so you're like nearsighted. You can only see within like the next 3 tiles. Probably highlight warden like that. You just hold shift and right click it, and then you can do tag. It's called NPC indicators. She'll like toss bananas and then nearsight everyone. Everyone's gotta find their rocks. We'll be bold and use all our specs. No damage. No purple, but I didn't take any damage, so I deserve a purple. Sad. I'm gonna try no dins. I need to learn one thing at a time. I'm clearly too dumb to handle dins and chins at the same time, so just learn one at a time. Let's see if we can chin the meleeer. Cook. You mean guarantee purple, and raids are 5 times rare. Assume you mean It'll be a light bearer, and everything else will be rare. That'd be great for a light bearer hunt. Yeah, just like if they needed a, because they would need a filler item, like. But if it's gonna be guaranteed purple, that would be light bearer because it's the shittiest one on this. How many shadows have I gotten? I have gotten 3 so far. All solo? No, just one of them. Unfortunately, I'm actually bad on shadow rate when it comes to solos. That's ranged weapon? No, that would be blowpipe, but I just can't be asked to move around the room. Maniac. So, I don't mind stacking chins. I'd rather stack chins than get mad on a statue, so that's what I'm doing. Definitely the most chill. I just stand there on top of the vent and shoot. She has offended Skyrim and her people. I don't really need to flick, I have 8 restores. Oh, I forgot what the life was like having 8 restores. I'm just sitting here hitting, chilling. It's great. Oh, I killed it anyway. Let's go! No sunroom. $19,663. Dun dun. Oh. Rat Jam. Oh my god, we have a Rat RL watcher. I love Rat RL. I wish I could speak as fast as him. Mr. Anton. I honestly want to buy one of his cups. Sport him. He's rich. I still want his cup. Oh, Rat. Rat IRL is human trash. Also got literally the best emotes ever made. What's the best world to do ToA with no lag? I don't know, I'm choosing a world with lag on purpose because I can't play on like 9 ping. I might not be the best person to ask on that one. Generally, you just want to use stability, that number on the top right there. What kind of gaming PC do I use? About the chair, not the PC. But right now I'm using a pre-built Skytech Shiva. Got a GTX 3070 in it. But my previous computer was a pre-built. And I think next time I'm probably gonna do a pre-built again. Not a pre-built, self-build. Because it's more fun. Dude, my cable management is clean. Okay, maybe not the screwing in the board, but... Dude, I can't believe that's a problem. Dude, I'm trolling. Not as good as blowpipe. But guess what I didn't bring? I only got one chin on the meleeer. I think I'm gonna pull out the ranger. Because it's hard to do it on the meleeer. Although it's ideal to do it on the meleeer. The ranger doesn't move, which is nice. I think I'm gonna mark somewhere around here. I was there contemplating for a good solid seconds if I just checkmated myself into dying with an egg. Too much damage, sad. Dude, where's my damage? I'm gonna die to the agiles at this rate. Alright, we're good. Good old exploding start, probably not the greatest. $55 sun for prayer? Just 50. But I don't need the sun in this room. So I'm just gonna chill here and hit the boss. Worth. I'll lose that tick. I don't know why I'm bothering to stack like that. That is so much work and does nothing for my time save. I should just do it on the left side here. So I learned there's 2 aids to do. Probably gonna do on the ranger for now. No. No scepter. What is the next spec weapon to use to lower defense? For most people, you're gonna use BGS anyway, not the scepter. Like, unless you're running like 500s, the scepter's really not that good. And like 450, it's like okay-ish, especially if you're chilling. But if you're like looking to lower defense for like Tbow Zebak, whatever, you're gonna look for BGS or Bone Dagger. But mostly BGS. A little early on that movement. Could have waited a tick. What other accounts do I have? I have one alt. His name is Raygun. R-E-Y-G-U-N-G. Space. Between. That's the only one. It's not that good of an alt. It's got decent magic level though. A little lost there for a good moment. No, misjudged. What, Weaver going hard? What a terrible spec. Who made this thing? It's so bad. Chose to use it. Me. Regrets. Rockmasaur, blowpipe, web weaver, the whole raid. You should just use regular. You should just use blowpipe. I wouldn't use web weaver in that case. If you're gonna bring it. Yeah, just use the blowpipe only. Don't worry about the web weaver. It's very specific to like a high invo setup. Because I'm also barely swarming. I should just go back to blowpipe at this point. Probably get better results. But... I wouldn't do it. Usually people, when they sell Bofa and Rockmasaurian, because they're using like ZCB main hand or something. But I think you have a shadow? I can't remember. I think you do have a shadow, right? Yeah, I wouldn't do it. You need to focus on getting more ancestral. Grief this Aqua so bad. The more I grief it, the stronger I get in the last phase. It's a fact. Like whenever I have like a crazy slow Akka like that, I'm always nuts at the last phase. Just natural part of adapting and tapting. Should probably go back to blowpipe though. I miss my fast monkey rooms. Not gonna lie. Holy shit, I have a rarity. Took 4 hits to hit. It just hits on the first one. Well, I hope you're not stabbing anything with your Dragon Hunter Lance here. Dude, get off of me. Let's see. Torva, Fang, DHL, Dragon Warrior, BGS, Bandos, and my next upgrade. Void Waker would be good. And then Masori pieces. Unless you're willing to do a shadow rebuild. No, I don't care that he has a DHL. It was just funny that he mentioned it. I was like, But you can stick with that gear and just save up for a shadow. Not that bad. Void Waker would be like the definitive, probably should have. How's it going, future? Should have wave skipped that one, because I lost so many ticks right there. I don't want to wave skip. Random stubbornness. Oh, posture check. I'm back. Deep breaths. Deep. Leave me alone. Shrimp. It's like a little goblin, you know. We're cooking. Point. Does Knockoff swap styles more if you don't have keep back? No. The same amount. Probably just getting really unlucky with the RNG. Zebak P1, P2, P4. Akka. Into Zebak. And then Zebak ending. And then P2, P4. I am yawning. This boss is boring AF. Or not. Gotta get in those Z's where you can, you know? What the hell were they thinking when they made this boss? My dry streak? Yeah, I got Masori body and Masori chaps. This is so very fun, boys. Let's give the players a freebie. Do I do viewer raids? No, I don't really do. I mostly just do solos. I don't find unfortunately, the game too fun in teams. Yeah, pretty much it. Like, this raid isn't that fun in teams. I love, like, Theater of Blood and stuff. I'm okay with team content in general. This raid is already kind of boring in teams, in solos. No damage as usual. Besides, like, a random lightning I ran in for. Where is my money? Right side better to stand on sanity? No, I just stand on wherever. If you wonder why I'm like randomly pathing to the right, it's just because sometimes if there's a safe spot to the right of me, it's closer to my inventory, so I just like click there. I have to go like flick. Highest invo 540. But it's not much difference in this. It's just the same thing but overly draining. Last two purples, chaps into body. Chaps into body. Oh, I misclicked the thrall. You can look at the video description, FAQ number 3 on why I'm using this bow. It's not efficient, it's just chill. For fun or because I see VA? Yeah. Holy mother of God, I repaired and then I fumed. I must be losing my mind. Who the hell does that? Try to do 2 jobs. Caffeine check, 100% already done. Rain check, off. Shrimp check. Back. Excuse me, sir, you're hiding the rock. Look, it's like Ness is between them. You've offended Skyrim and her people. Sweaty palm. Nasty. Fluffer kind of popping off. I am in jail. His raid is jail. Oh, brain was too slow to find the right rock. Early monkey. Add. I don't think I've sunned this kill yet. You trying to charge my accursed sceptre? Reminds me... I know it reminds you of the Warriors Guild. The Warriors Guild Defender grind. Just sitting there slapping cyborgs for like 6 hours. Cyborgs? Cyclops, holy fuck. Holy Sigma. Let's ravage the body. I am losing. Dude, Holy Sigmar has been like in my head for the last 3 days. I haven't even touched the game. Saltspire's voice. Right, free. You've been doing rats without me? Yeah. And Vermintide without me. I messed up. Honestly respectable. I always say no. I mean fair. You're finally getting ego to think about Cataclysm. I'll be honest, I kind of didn't want to play because I wanted to learn Cataclysm. Queens of Magic. Dark Omens needs to be removed from the game. Can't change my mind. The Beastman. Hate him. The B2P grind. Ah, I didn't do the trap correctly. I didn't shift it. You have been shifted. Squish that cat. I don't think we've reached agile cap, so egg. Nope, no egg. This is definitely not agile cap. Why is it not sending egg? The legendary double dang? Nope. Was, but... $458, okay. A little bit. Need more practice though. Not hitting enough chins on the melee. Dude, I must be dumb. Why did I just thought like I placed a mirror? I'm just like not doing anything correctly. I just ran past that without stopping. This must be losing it, man. ToA brain. Oh. Lost like 15 seconds for no reason. I'm gonna fail this DPS check and I'm not gonna give up. Fuck. Akka was generous, spared us. Rain is turning green, starting white. Unfolding. Complete smooth. That was rude. It still hit me. Oops. Did I do much next? 200 kill count. I haven't done it since ToA release, pretty much. That boss is so boring, even in duos, in my opinion. Hard to learn now. Maybe hard to master in terms of take up time, but hard to learn now. No, I've already seen the dual video. Unless you're talking about Bossman. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Very flattering of you. Yeah, you can post a link, that's fine. Although I don't know if it'll appear in chat. It might like auto-moderate it.
Ready when you are.
Here you go. You want to see his duo next video? I think the guide goes over pretty much everything you need to know for duo next. I don't think there's anything it's missing. Not that I'm aware of, at least. Oh shit. Fell asleep. Getting ransacked. Here's an offering, Zebak. How did I randomly lose a tick? Skill issue, I guess. I don't know if I can get 3 shadows anymore for the ticky, but you know what? It won't matter because I'm just gonna hit really well. See? That's the power of confidence right there. My favorite raid, that's a good one. I hate this raid. This raid blows. Ring has a switch. It's not a great main hand. This raid has the most potential, therefore has the most waste of every raid ever made so far. The invocation system. Which is precisely why I hate it. Because it could be so much better than it is. Visual clarity's A+. My opinion, invocation system Very innovative, just very wasted. Design philosophy, bosses wasted. Art design of the rooms, amazing. But, like for example this, what is this? This is me running right, left, center. It's all indie dev team. Visual clarity and mistakes, great, amazing. I'll give them that. However, while I say that, it has been 11 months since the release of the raid. Baba still does not have an animation for the Shadow Slam. There are some glaring issues here. Visual clarity is great, and at the same time, we don't even have an animation for something. 11 months after it was released. Team play is a joke in this raid. There is no such thing as team play. It is simply do a solo but with other people accompanying you. Also doing a solo. There's no rolls. Rolls are the most interesting spellbook, which is never a good thing in a raid, because that means there's no freezing mechanics or any need to heal. Everything's immune to slash for no reason. Like, they have self-balancing things like Akka hits flat teleporting and Arcane hits flat teleporting, but for some reason they're strong against slash. Although they already balance themselves with the hit splat mechanic, which is very innovative and then wasted immediately. The bug is not weak to crush for some reason. There's an item for the bug that is not even bis. Yeah, it's for the Fang in the raid, but it doesn't have to be everything, right? Like, well, you can still have the Fang be BIS at Baba, and it could still be BIS at, like, the Overlords, but why the Arcane, and why Akka? What is the point of Fang? Also, Fang is like 4 times as common as Scythe, if not more. So that's also disappointing that that's a BIS everywhere, not just like 1 or 2 places, but everywhere. Why is Scythe not BIS at Zebak? Like, it'd be a good skill ceiling to have, you know, to melee every 5 ticks. And then when waves come, you would have to either do a wave skip, or you would have to switch to a different style alternatively. Like, you know, all good ideas, but for some reason we've given Zebak a massive defense floor too, just because fuck you, that's why. Why is melee Warden not BIS? You have less space in the front than, you know, and in the back. I don't know why melee P4 is not BIS, as an example too. You have less space to work with, meleeing. Or can you make it on par with Scythe, you know? Even if you don't want to make it BIS, you can make it on par with Shadow. So that at least the value of them both are like good. Shadow would stay the same, and then people with Scythe would be like, oh shit, it's actually good somewhere now. Inquisitor still dead content. This is the most boring phase in my opinion. Well, like very boring for a final phase. I like the idea of losing arena, but it could be implemented better. Yeah, I rarely get to last row. Pretty good at P4, I would say. Harmonize still useless. That's very disappointing too. That's where I hate this game of all the complaining. I hate how much potential is lost on the high end side. There could be so much more depth. 76. We got a bunch of more Basori pieces, pretty much. And remember, everything I'm saying, you would still have Fang and Shadow still BIS in multiple areas. But you can make Scythe good without making it devalue the others. Those don't have to be a thing, like... At the end of the day, without a Shadow, you can't Butterfly Akka. Good enough? I don't know about that. It's always better. It's always better. That's how I've seen it. It can always be better. You can have a niche for like every situation, and then they can just like... By the way, I wouldn't even say to nerf like how the Fang is right now either. So that means you could have... You could just have Fang be like the diverse option where you can like use it everywhere. But then if you want it to sweat, you know, you can bring the Scythe, which would be best. Dude, even with Web Weaver, they'll find a way to fuck you over like that. Just misclicked. Remember, none of the changes I said would actually affect how good the Fang is. It would simply make Scythe usable in a lot more places. It doesn't mean you are now obligated to take Scythe. You could still have Fang be your jack of all trades stab weapon for the rooms. But then you would have Scythe shine when people want to, put in the effort to use it. You can still do tick lossless scything though on P4 as long as you're really good with the shadows. But yeah, the statics, you can't really like run on him. But it just doesn't do any damage, unfortunately, is the problem. Combine the cycles. That'd be so scary. Yo, how's it going, phone? So, for Kephri, if you wanted an item to be BIS and it came from the raid, couldn't Crush Blue Karis be BIS here? And even more BIS if you brought Inquisitor? Maybe. That would be a nice thing to make Inquisitor useful somewhere in the game. Would be nice. It'd be nice if Blue Karis Crush was BIS on the bug. Bugs are typically weak to Crush. Blue Karis is untradeable, it comes from the raid. And it would give Inquisitor some more value. And it would be, like, I guess equivalent or whatever without Inquisitor. BGS versus Sceptre and solo? Well, I'm using Sceptre also because I'm maging Zebak. It's a fairly important thing too. If you're ranging Zebak, then obviously you wouldn't bring Sceptre. BGS would be your go-to. Scepter's only like a 60% hit chance anyway, but it does still miss quite a bit. I sceptre warden because I'm too lazy to take out my void waker. I'm already in my mage gear. I should actually pre-ranged. I need this. I actually need this bit of HP. Every bit of HP I can get is actually really important. Oh, you saw that attempted play right there? It worked! I'm cooking! Cooked the meleeer to death. I gave him the chinny chonker. Another brain fault has been acquired. Try to not lead the ranger. I could trap him, but when I have a second ranger, it's gonna be a problem. Because the two rangers can't stack on top of each other. Only one can be in the cage trapped, so I would have to face tank the rest of the raid, which probably would be fine to be honest, but I'd rather not. This one I'm gonna trap for sure. Hit it too hard. If you try to stack two, they'll like push each other off. But I guess I could tank one and trap one. Wouldn't be that bad of an idea. See, no! Holy misclick. You guys see that? With the swarm. Twice. They can move freely inside each other, yeah. No, I know what you mean. You've been swarmed. Move freely inside each other. Pause. Oh, kegels. Alright. Maybe it's a little inappropriate. Maybe slightly. Mayhaps. This ain't big enough for the two of us. I'm dirty Dan. They can walk on top of each other, but... Well, actually, I don't know if the rangers can, but the ranger and melee can. I'll slow. We got a free mirror. That is nice. That is nice. Although, guys, I may flame the shit out of ToA. There have been extremely good updates still that I will fully acknowledge, such as Guardians of the Rift. Forestry, pretty good example as well. Pretty good hit these days. I'm just mad because raiding is my activity that I like to do, and I feel like it deserves more love. How does the thrall affect you at red Xing? Oops. How to count? Ah. He got gapped by his own thrall. Funny. Also, I think a major point to address at the moment in the game, massive DPS gap between Dragon Crossbow and like Bofa. They should probably find a better mid-game between that. ACB? No, that's like 1% as better than Dragon Crossbow. Like something like actually in the middle, not like minorly better than. Low pipe, but not for high defense monsters. There's a massive GP gap right there between Dragon Crossbow and Bofa for the mid-level player. And it's a massive DPS gap too. The web bow, look in the video description, FAQ number 3. It's got the most in-depth answer. TLDR chill weapon. That's it. Dude, I clicked. Man. No worries. Blowpipe is definitely better though. By like a mile. Especially for the monkey room. But I'm trying to look at chat while I do the monkey room, not lose my mind. Oh, I messed up, don't switch. Oh, so humble, so humble. Kills a move at tissue. Just ran into that one. Ah! Honestly, I wouldn't mind the statue if it wasn't there just to troll you. Like, if you had to repair the statue in the middle instead of, let's say, the pillar, fine. At least there's a use for it there, like, thematically. But it's just there to meme you. Like if a skull is lit up over the center statue, you just have to click it. I wouldn't mind. At least there's something for it. Oh, my YouTube playlist. DPS calc wrong for spec? Yeah. It rolls off 0 invocations, someone said, and I think that's pretty accurate. If it rolls off 0 invocation, Sceptre is actually 70% accuracy. Everyone who says Sceptre is like turbo bad hasn't actually tried it in the game. They just look at the calculator and trust. Big mistake. Trusting someone else's calcs. The accuracy is basically 60% in the other rooms and 70% for Zebak. How do you know what percent it is? You just put it on 0 invocation in the calculator. And you know how I found out it was wrong? Because I saw Lake using it for a whole 3 seconds, and he never missed. He almost never missed on Zebak either, and I was like, what the fuck? And I knew something was wrong. what raid level is it worth? Technically none, if we're talking just DPS numbers at this current game state. But I like the extra restores, and I go double power because of it. So maybe at like 500. At 450 is like okay. You could read FAQ number 2 and see if you want to decide for your own raids. Like, it's never actually better than Tbow BGS right now. When we get the new ring, it'll be pretty close, and I can't imagine anyone's gonna be asked to go into a ToA solo with like 4 restores and then call it a money raid when you have to flick your brains out and red X. They'd just be trolling at that point. Like with my current setup, it would be exactly what I have now, and then just the ring. Now we use the ring as a switch for Akka and this boss, and that's it. With a sceptre with the new ring, it's like almost where BGS Tbow is. And then of course you get the extra damage at the other 2 rooms, which is like at that point mandatory. Yeah. Exactly. But, like, are you gonna use that extra inventory space well? Like, I use it so I can not red X Baba, and I use it so I can double power always. If you end up going single power, then you're less efficient than this setup, even if you bring better switches. And then, because, you know, like, adrenaline is really important. Auto choose that mini boss order. BKAZ is best because both Baba and Kephri are melee bosses. Going for melee bosses means your salt gives you 125, right? Assuming you're 99 and everything. So you only get a +7 on the melee bosses in comparison to the pots you can just bring in from outside the raid. Whereas if you go for Akka and Zebak, 1, salts give stamina for butterflying. That's really important. But 2, you're only 112 with range potions, slash imbued heart, so salts are giving you a +13 boost. Jadao, it's not every phase, it's only when the shield turns into an HP. But regardless, the reductions are so inaccurate that on average Voidwaker is better, or Fang, especially for solos. But in like a large team, you can actually consider like a bow and dagger. But obviously in large teams, you'll be swarmings, so then it also becomes like not that valuable. So. I never throw. No, it ran out. If you do a hit of 20, you'll notice quite a bit faster. With a sceptre at 525, you get an 8% DPS increase. That better not hit me, I'll be so mad. No way, bruh. I got a 3rd set. That is so toxic. 3rd set, dumbs down. 84, you get 4 max hits with the new ring, or about a little over 5% DPS increase. Fang specs are whack, but it actually is better to do it than BGS, actually. Surprisingly. BGS is just that bad in that room. But depends what invocation. because the higher you go, the lower accuracy your BGS is gonna be. Like there's a point where I think at 525 is like 42% or something. Yeah, but you don't want to take that long. If you avoid wake only, you can save the slot, but your third down would take forever. Which actually is fine if you are going to actually use your DPS specs on P3 right afterwards. It's not as bad. Save the ring? No, you would definitely bring Light Bearer Switch. Definitely still bring Light Bearer Switch. Because you'll still want the Light Bearer for like a lava. I'm not sure if Light Bearer will be better or B ring for Kephri. I'm gonna guess Light Bearer because Void Waker's a DPS upgrade over Fang. Thoughts on loading up on scepters before everyone finding out they're OP? Not that OP. They're just really nice. They're not like straight up overpowered, but I do think they should be higher priced than they are now, but not by an absurd amount. There's a lot of them in the game. I would say it should be like a 2.5 to 3 mil item, maybe 4. But it depends also. That's just speaking on value right now in the game. And we're talking maybe in the future it might be used for DT2. Everyone's suspecting magic. A lot of people are suspecting Scythe. Guess what? Sceptre drains both magic and defense. Can't be that bad, right? Or what if it's like a boss that has percent magic reduction and low slash defense, but high crush and like high crush defense, and it like has damage reduction from UGS. Then in that case, maybe the accursed scepter could be good, or maybe it has like defense floor of like 20% or something, where scepter 25% buff. That would make it very overpowered, though. To be fair, if it was 25%, I mean, I guess in the sense that you can't really stack scepters, so it's not as overpowered. Oh, you people are sceptering. Yeah, they don't know how scepter works or how Tbow works. They really think you draining 15 magic level when it's not even rolling off the magic level. If it was stackable, it'd be absurdly overpowered. Because, like, imagine the setup I'm doing right now. I would just do 4 shadows on Zebak, and I would have like double my DPS. Is Bob have more DPS on Akka clones? Depends on your invocation, but for most people, yes. You also can't butterfly with it, so it's a big loss. It's pretty close to Shadow, if not better, depending on the invocation. ToA point tracker accurate? Fairly accurate. It's probably within the 2% range of accuracy, so. It doesn't round correctly, but that's not really on their fault. That's just RuneScape point system. Well, defense reduction cap, it would... The thing is, it would be overpowered because of the magic cap. Like, if it stacked magic, holy fuck. You could just use it. You could actually make a case for Kephri last if you could stack it, because you could do 4 accursed scepters on Kephri and then mage it to death. Both have more DPS, obelisk for Fang. They're very close. Depends on your setups. The thing is, it's hard to get 100% uptime with Fang too because of the UFOs. So I would say they're close enough that you should just use Bofa and don't really care. But if you want it to be sweaty, you could Fang into like your BGS hits. They're pretty close. This is Cursed Scepter to your setup. If you're like at 450, the HP is a little bit too low on lower invocations below that, where it's not really worth the slot. I'd rather just have like an extra restore or something. Like you'd probably only be saving like 15 seconds or something. So I don't know if it's worth the slot at that point. Because if that's 15 seconds, not counting the fact that you could use another spec like Void Waker. Whereas for me, I think it's saving like 25 to 30 seconds. Which is pretty good. Unit parts to the axe will be similar to DT, similar to Void Waker. I assume it would be, yeah. Our first 500. Honestly, I have no idea. I've never done a 500 with... I got a purple staff? No. I got a purple Missouri body. That on obelisk? Yeah. My DPS is always good on P4. I always send all my specs. So it's usually pretty good. And I don't really lose too many ticks on P4, I would say. Like, if you look at my ToA mistake tracker, no lightnings taken. Just all random, like, random stuff. The rooms. I got bombed. Oh, right, I did get bombed. I'm almost at around 1 lightning a raid. Almost at around 1 lightning a raid. Just this year, if less than 300 mil bank, I'd rather do Bandos. TBH. Personally, I'd rather do Bandos. Just this year's not that bad, but yeah, like you're probably gonna be doing like a 400 in Bandos. ToA mistakes is ToA mistake tracker by questing pet. This guy right here. ToA mistake tracker by questing pet. But I don't think Justy is necessary. For 500, I mean, it's kind of rough, I'll be honest. If you're doing like a Bofa setup, I'd probably do something like this, like a Bofa Trident setup. But it will be rough. Let me turn off a few things. Assuming you could take E2. And then you can choose what you want off here. You could do Ancient Haste or Bolter Dash or something. This would be an okay setup for like a 500 with Trident saying, but you're gonna get your ass beaten at Akka. You're gonna have to butterfly, like 4-tick butterfly, or have a friend that's like butterflying it for you. But I wouldn't really recommend it. But it's up to you. Like, I'm not the boss of you. I'm not the person to really ask about budget 500 as much. It probably would be best to ask or look at Mo Kirby's video. Path Seeker instead? No, that one has Pathfinder already on. But it's dodging double trouble and keep back and ancient haste. So this is the setup for like this is like a theoretical 500. This is what I ran with JC actually. This is what I ran with JC for the 500 setup. We did sub 40 Pathfinder and OD, and it was fine. It's slow, but you'll get sub 40 probably. But if you can't, then I don't know. Yeah, we didn't have Akon. You could also do like double trouble with budget, but it sounds AIDS. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'm not the right person to ask. I'm just simply not the right person to ask. Yeah, it's not using thralls is in fact trolling in this raid right now. Ancients only helps you in 1 or 2 rooms, monkey room, and potentially you could freeze the melee. I guess you can make a case for that. That's it. There's no other place it's good at. Thralls good. Yeah, you could look at his budget. So his budget setup you want. I have Akon when I do my 525s. No money. We did 3 raids already? We did 4 raids already? Okay. Well, I guess I'll call it a break on 4 raids. Flood brought Akon during butterfly. It's 5 tick. It's 5 tick. I don't know. Solo would be also pretty. Well, I'm gonna take a break. 4 ToAs. We'll burn. AC last staff drop, maybe like 200 to go. Alright guys, have a good rest of your day. I don't know, I don't see the link, hold on. No monkey budget. Here you go. If you want to see No Monkey's video.